that's the sort of weird, horrible battle. It's you versus blank screen or a blank sheet of paper, and as I've said before, a lot of the times the blank piece of paper wins. But you win enough, and after a while, if you win enough, you get a lightning bolt.
In your most vulnerable and broken down moment that you've had in your life so far, if you'd had access to a magic wishing well, what would you have wished for?
I was about 21, 22, and as far as I was concerned, everything that I had fallen apart. Everything. There was nothing in my life that had not just fallen apart. And I was in the kind of mood where when the plane came into land and did not burst into flames and crash and wind up with a burning mass on the tarmac, I was faintly disappointed. So I was in that mood, and I bought a copy because it was the only thing by an author that I recognized in a tiny little airport bookshop of Harlan Ellison's Shatter Day. But Harlan would write these introductions to each story, and he wrote an introduction to Count the Clock, which is about wasting time. It's about all of the people who come up to him and say, I want to be a writer, and they don't write. And all the people who just seem to want to do things in their lives, but they don't actually do the thing. They fritter their time away. They burn it up. They get to the end of a week and look around and go, where did that week go? And he's talking about just using your time, grabbing each minute. And I remember just going, I've always had these ideas about being a writer. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get real. And when I landed, I went home and hand wrote my first book. So I don't think, honestly, that I would wish for anything. I would just make sure that at that moment when I hit rock bottom, that copy of Shatter Day was once again in that bookshelf, and that I would read that essay, because it really did change my life.